The Legal Bay, welcoming you to yet another installment of this critical information that you need to empower yourself throughout the month of March and beyond. Today, we're talking about women's rights at the workplace. This is so important because now more than ever, more women are entering into the formal job market across the sectors. And a lot of people have, and I liked how it's been put before, it's been explained in this way that the workplace was predominantly male, so there was no sexual harassment that was going to be happening. There was no need to have specific laws to protect women because women were traditionally supposed to remain at home. Well, times have changed and women are definitely in the workplace. And in some instances, there are more women than men in certain institutions. So we take a look at laws that govern the rights of women at work. And the first and most important law is one that talks about the creation of a safe working space. This is one of the basic requirements as put forward in our constitution, that the workplace has to be a safe and habitable environment. Now, what are things that could make the work environment unsafe? We're talking about sexual harassment. We're talking about discriminatory policies. We're talking also about an uneven payment scale. Some men may be paid more just because they are men. Now, you have every right as a woman to be paid at the same level for the same position as your male counterpart. You also have a right as a woman to not be sexually harassed at work. And this includes unwanted comments, gestures. It even takes its ugly head into some online platforms. Certain workplaces have WhatsApp platforms, for example, where unseedy jokes are passed, jokes about someone's partners in the past, etc. This is sexual harassment. And to put it simply and plainly, for the avoidance of doubt, sexual harassment relates to any words, any gestures, any conduct of a sexual nature that is unwanted by the recipient. And this is something very, very important that employers should take an intentional step to fixing within their workplaces. But a good way to do this is to have an intentional code of conduct, an intentional sexual harassment policy that speaks to the creation of a safe and professional working environment. Many years ago, a Zimbabwean musician, he's late now, Paul Matarire, put it so succinctly. It's like he was a prophet before his time. Many, many years ago, sang a song that describes a woman who goes into a place looking for a job. The recruitment manager offers her the job, wink, wink, on condition that she enters into a relationship with him. And it is so true now, even as he wrote it in a satirical way in a song, Tangawandina, which means, well, get into a relationship with me first. These are things that are still happening within the workplace. Quid pro quo arrangements. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Even if you are a willing participant, these are still acts of misconduct. It is still sexual harassment and still something that is unlawful and undesirable at the workplace. Now, many men will come in very quickly and say, but the way that women dress is provoking us. And I will also very quickly come in there to rebut that and say that the way that someone dresses is never justification for sexual harassment. Please don't hide behind the finger and allow yourself to perpetuate such wrongs at the workplace. Maybe a way around it is having a dress code. It comes back to that code of conduct where professionalism, dignity, and an agreed standard is set in motion and set forward within your organization. Some organizations have overcome this by simply having a dress code, maybe even providing uniforms for their workers, maybe as a way to avoid all these issues. But one thing is certain, you have rights at the workplace, and it is up to you as an employer, as a HR practitioner, to ensure that a clear guideline is set out But if you are the victim of sexual harassment at the workplace, please, number one, register your displeasure to the perpetrator and try and keep a record. If you're being sent messages, or maybe it's a record that you're making yourself, this will become critical evidence if the case is to go forward. There's a very, very encouraging case of a woman in Zimbabwe. She fought for over 15 years, where she kept losing her battle to claim damages from her erstwhile boss, former boss, who was the CEO in a very big company. But she prevailed, and she shows us that women can stand up against sexual harassment in the workplace. Now, do share your story if you've ever been sexually harassed at work in the comment section below. But otherwise, keep it locked for more conversations like this one. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe at Legal Bay RV on YouTube or at Rumbudzane, the Legal Bay on Facebook. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered.